Hello Afreen, how are you?
I am fine.
Okay, so today we will be learning about the surface area and the volume of a cylinder, cone and sphere. Okay, so first of all we are going to learn about cylinder. Okay,
Yes,
do you know what cylinder is? If you take a rectangular lamina means what? A thin plate, and if you revolve around like this, if you bend it like this, so it will form what? A cylinder. Okay, a rectangular plate will form like a cylinder if we revolve around like this. The solid obtained by revolving a rectangular lamina about one of its sides is called a right rectangular cylinder. Okay. Now, the radius of any circular cross section is called the radius of the cylinder. If you can see the
yes,
copy, here there are two, one the top one and the bottom one. Can you see it's a circle because if we tilt the cylinder like this, we will see the inside is what it is look like a circle. So the top one is also a circle and the last bottom one, the base is also a circle. Okay. So radius of this, if you have to find the radius of the cylinder. So what we have to know is the radius of the circle, because the radius of the circle is itself a radius of the cylinder. Did you get? Now the line joining the centers of these two circles to this cross section will be called as a axis. Can you see?
yes,
Okay, and the distance from these two ends will be a height of the cylinder. Okay, now let small r be the radius of the cylinder, and small h be the height of the cylinder. And now we
okay,
have to find the curved surface area, only the curved surface area excluding the top and the bottom circle. Okay, only the curved surface. So if we open this the cylinder, so it will look like something like this. If we open this one, it will look like this. Okay,
yes,
and this it's looking like what? Circle. The circle is defined as what? The perimeter of the circle is 2 pi r, and we open it up, so what we will get? 2 pi r, and this one will be h. The total curved surface area will be what? 2 pi r into
yes,
h. So it will be 2 pi r h. Okay.
yes,
Now, if we have to find the total surface and the total cylinder, so what we have to do is we have to add up the curved surface area plus the area of this circle and area of this circle. So area of the circle, you know how it is defined, pi r square, and here we are having two circles. So pi r square plus pi r square plus 2 pi rh, the curved surface area. The 2 pi rh plus pi r square plus pi r square. It comes up to 2 pi rh plus 2 pi r square. And if you take the common elements, what we are left with? 2 pi r in within the bracket, it's h plus r. Okay.
yes.
Now, if we have to find the volume of the cylinder, so how it will be calculated? Area of the cross section, only the cross section, into height. So area of the cross section is what? Pi r square into h. So it will be pi r square h. Okay. Now was all about the solid cylinder. Now we will talk about the hollow cylinder. What is hollow cylinder? That means the inside is completely empty. It is totally vacant. Okay. So it will somewhat look like this.
Yes,
In earlier cylinder, were having only the one radius because it was totally solid, and now we are having two cylinders type, like because it is hollow from inside, so there should be some thickness of the cylinder. So we are defining those radius as capital R and small r. Okay, so if we have to find the thickness of the cylinder, what we are going to do is we have to take the difference of the two radii, that is capital
yes,
R minus R. Okay, now if we have to find the area of the cross section, so how we calculate the area? Pi r square. Since
yes.
it is having two radii, so what we will do? We'll take, instead of taking r square, we'll take the difference of the two radii. That is pi r square minus r square.
I square
Capital R square minus small r square. That will
minus
be the area of the cross section. That means the bases, area of the bases. Okay. Now, if you have to find out the external curved surface area, so already we have found the a curved surface area that was defined as 2 pi RH. So if we have to find only the external curved surface area, so that will be defined as a 2 pi capital RH. Similarly, for the internal curved surface area, we will define with the small r, so 2 pi RH. Okay. Now, if we have to find the total surface area, so what we are going to do? First, we have to add the all the areas like external curved area plus internal curved area plus area of the two ends, the two circles. So how are we going to get? 2 pi capital RH external one, external curved surface area, then the internal curved surface area 2 pi with the small RH plus
Yes.
area of the two ends. Okay, the bases end. We have already calculated that to 2 pi capital R square minus R square. So if we will take the common points, then we are left with 2 pi RH capital RH plus small RH plus capital R square minus R square. I hope you
Yes.
understood the topic. Okay, now we will solve an question using this topic. Okay, so I'm telling you the question. Let the total surface area of a cylinder is 6512 centimeter square. Okay, 6512 centimeter square, and the of the base is circumference of the base is 88. Yani total surface area is what? 6512 centimeter square, and the circumference, okay, this one, circumference of the base is what? 88 centimeter. So now you have to find out the volume of the cylinder. So if we have to find the volume of the cylinder, that is pi r square h. That means we have to find out the value of r and value of h. Okay. So let small r be the radius of the cylinder, small r, and let h, small h, be the height of the given cylinder. And since we know the circumference of the base is nothing but a circle. So circumference will be what? 2 pi r, because it
Yes.
is equal to the circle only. So circumference of the base is nothing but the circumference of the circle, 2 pi r. So that is equal to what? 88 centimeter. Okay.
Yes.
Now, you know the value of pi, that is 22 by 7. So we are
Yes.
putting the value of pi 22 by 7 and r 88. Okay, I'm just replacing the value of the pi here. Okay, now from here we can calculate the value of r. So just calculate it, how much we get after doing all the calculation. We get r equals to 14 centimeter.
Yes.
Now we got the r. Now we have to find what? Height of the cylinder. So from where we'll get? We know from the question that the total surface area is what? 6512. The total surface area of the cylinder is 2 pi r h plus r 6512. Okay. This is the
Yes.
formula for the total surface area, and the given data for the surface area is 6512. So
Yes.
what we are going to do is
Could you
we
repeat
will
the
write the value. Yes,
formula?
2 pi small r, and within the bracket h plus small r.
Yes.
Okay, and that is equals to 6512. And now we know the value of the r. We have already calculated the radius of the cylinder. We know the value of the pi, that is a constant term, 222 by 7. So what are we going to do is we're going to put all the values and we'll take out the value of the h. So let's say 222 by 7 r. R is what? 14 centimeter,
Yes.
and h plus 14, 6512. So after doing all the calculation, we will get h is equals to 60 centimeter if you do all the calculation.
Yes.
Okay. Now the volume of the we have to find the volume of the cylinder. The volume of the cylinder will be pi r square h, and now we know the value of r and we know the value of h as well. Just put the value 22 by 7 and r, that is 14 square, into h, that is 60, and after doing all the calculation we will get 3960 centimeter cube. See.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I hope you are clear with the cylinder. Now
Yes.
we will talk about the cone. Okay, the surface area and the volume of the cone. The cone is somewhat look like this.
Yes.
See here. This is the vertex. This is the circular base. This is the axis or height, and this is the radius. The radius of the circle, or the radius, the radius of the base is nothing but the radius of the cone. And this is the slant height, and we define it as a small l. Okay. The solid obtained by revolving a right angle triangular. If we, if you know this triangle, if you just
Yes.
revolve it around like this, so it will form a what?
Home.
A cone. Okay, a cone has a vertex and a circular base. You can see the vertex and the circular base, and the radius of the circular base is the radius of the cone, and the line joining is, I'm just reminding you all, I've already told you. Okay, this one is axis, and the distance between will from this point to the this point, that means the center of the circle to the top one, the vertex, will be the height of the cone. Okay,
Yes.
and from here the vertex to any point on the circular base will be the slant height. Okay, now let's say we are defining the radius as small r, and this one as a small h height, and the slant height as small l. So by using the Pythagoras theorem we can calculate the value of slant height. That is, L is equals to what? Root under r square plus h square. Using the Pythagoras theorem, you can see that this one is a right angle triangle. So if you
Yes.
have to want to find the value of the L, so that is nothing but r square plus h square. Okay, so L is equals to root under r square plus h square. And now we have to find the curved surface area, the cone one. Okay,
Yes.
so that will be what? Pi RL. Curved surface area will be pi RL.
R.
And if we have to find the total surface area, that means this curved surface area plus this circular base area. Okay, we have to just add it up. So just now I've said that the curved surface area is what? Pi RL, and area of the circular base is what? Circle only. So that will be pi r square. Okay. So if we take the common pi r, and we are left with L plus r. This is the total surface area. Pi r within the bracket L plus r. Okay.
Yes.
And the volume is equals to 1 by 3 pi r square h. Volume of the cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if we take a sector of a circle, okay, if you open the cone, if you open, just we are having a cone and we slit it into by using any cutter. So it will look like this if you open the cone. It is look like what? This form. Here it is
Yes.
arc, here it is center, and here it is radius. And it is just like a triangle. And if we fold it up, it will form a cone. Okay. So vertex of the cone is the center of the circle. Okay.
Yes.
The vertex, this one is cone. And if we open it up, it will somewhat look like this. Okay. So if we, what is vertex? Nothing but a center of a circle. Okay,
Yes.
and the slant height of the cone is equal to the radius of the circle. You can see this is the slant height. So what is that? That is nothing but a center of the circle, the radius of the circle. Okay, and the
Yes.
circumference of the circular base, this one, this circular base is equal to the length of the arc. This one, if we open it up, it will look like this. Okay, so this circumference is equal to the length of the arc. Okay,
Yes.
and the curved surface area is equal to the area of the sector. If you have to find the curved surface area, so then we have to find the area of the sector. Okay, I
Yes.
hope the cone is clear to you. Now we
Yes.
will learn more by solving one question. Okay, so I'm telling you the question. Let the total surface area of the right, write on the question, the total surface area of the right circular cone of slant height 13 centimeter is 90 pi centimeter square. Okay. Now calculate its radius in centimeter and volume in centimeter cube. Can you see the question?
Yes.
Okay. Now what we have to do is we have to find the radius r and we have to find the volume. And volume of the cone is what? 1 by 3 pi r square h. That means we have to find the r and h. So let small r be the radius. Okay. And small h be its height and L be defined as a slant height. Here the slant height is already given. So L is what? 13 centimeter square. It is already given. Okay. Now, and we are given with the total surface area also. So from there we can calculate the value of the R. The total surface area formula is what? Pi R L plus R. Okay.
Yes.
Total surface area of the cone is pi R L plus R. And it is already given. What is that? 90 pi. Okay. And here the value of the L is also given, the slant height 13 centimeter. So we'll just write down the value of the L here. So pi will get cancelled, here pi and here also pi will get cancelled, and we'll just write down the value of the L. So L is what? 13 plus R, 19. So I'm just opening this bracket. Okay. So 13R plus R square is equals to 90. That is R square plus 13R minus 90 is equals to 0. Now we have to factorize this one. Okay. So we'll get two factors here. That is R minus 5 is equals to 0 and R plus 18 is equals to 0. So here the R is having the two values. R is equals to 5 and R is equals to minus 18. But R cannot be, radius cannot be in negative form. That means the radius of the cone is 5. So we have got the value R. Now
Yes.
we have to find the volume. We know L, we know R now, and we have to find the value of H. So using the Pythagoras theorem, we can take out the value of the H. The L is equals to root under R square plus H square. Okay, just we'll put the values there. 5 square plus H, 13 square. Can you see? R square plus H square, and I'm just substituting the values. Instead of
Yes.
R, I'm writing 5 square, and here, sorry, and sorry, L is what? 13, na? 13 R square, that is 5 square plus H square. Something like this. L instead of L, where I'm writing 13 and root under R, that is 5 square plus H square. Okay. On squaring both the side, what we will get? 13 square is equals to 5 square plus H square. So we'll get the value of H. That is H is equals to 12 centimeter.
Yes.
Okay. Now volume of the cone is what? 1 by 3 pi R square H. 1 by 3 pi, I'm just leaving that term pi. R is what? 5 square into H. We just calculate the value of H. Now we get 100 pi centimeter cube. Okay.
Yes.